Hello, welcome to another exciting episode of Ndine Thaza. My name is Tatenda Trinus Dongo, but you can call me the Juggernaut. 10 entrepreneurs come together and compete for the ultimate prize, which is $1,000 in this season. It's a special edition for organic farmers. We are going green, and remember, in the essence of COVID-19 era, always remember to social distance, as I've done with the judges, to mask up, as the judges have done, to sanitize, and to stay healthy, to stay safe. A crucial aspect of being healthy is definitely your diet. You need to eat well, and part of that is produced by organic farmers. You will also get to learn and more about organic farming, to know and appreciate more about organic farming. But for now, let us meet our entrepreneur for this episode, the fourth entrepreneur for season 7. A lady, another lady this time, Vimbai Saruchera. She works with an organic produce company, and let's check out her story.
My name is Vimbai Saruchera. 26 years of age, and I'm married. I went to Kodniselusku and Mount Mallory in Yanga, and then I continued my secondary school at St. Mary's Makadali and also St. David's Bonda. I actually went to my uni in 2015 at Chinoy University of Technology, where I attained my business management and entrepreneurship degree. And also, I'm also doing, I'm working at Summerfields Resources, and I actually came up with this idea of going organic. It's actually a company that does pine bark manure, and also we are now into liquid fertilizers as well. What made me to get into organic farming is because I had this eager to know more about organics. Actually, after the long run, I managed to get a few inspirational activities, and I realized that organic farming is the way to go. Because if we were to look at these chemical fertilizers, you end up noticing that they have after effects, and which will affect you maybe in an older age. I've also realized that when it comes to the soil, when you continue using these chemical fertilizers, it ends up destroying it. If you are now to do another farming, it won't have a good produce at the end. So that's what the chemical fertilizers people don't tell us, but now we get to know about this. That's why I had to choose organic farming, because you know that you're going natural. We do pine bark manure, the one that you're seeing behind me. We actually have, it is actually composted. It comes from pine tree. It actually is crushed from this pine tree, and when it is crushed from there, it has to compost. So pine compost, we have to make sure that the pH level is about 5.5 to 6.5. So if it's not, we just leave it like that, or we use other methods like lime to actually to make it happen. And then the other thing is we also into liquid fertilizers. It's 100% organic, and also it has this flavorsome that you can get in it. And also it is also a soil conditioner that one can use in it, and also the root system is also stronger when you use this Aquafed G. The thing that we first as a company, the thing is, when it comes to production, we realized that there was demand for the use of this pine bark manure and also our liquid fertilizers. But the challenges that we came with was about the production. The production side was actually horrible in the terms that we ended up downsizing our employees, especially at our plant in Nyanga. We ended having less people to do the work, and also because of the numbers and etc. So the thing is, it actually forced us to downsize even our produce, which ended up making us unable to figure out ways to even to give the demand that we want. The other thing is, with this issue, we ended up even the transportation of our products. In the sense that tatakuita ma issues nekuti transportation yacho yanga kunetsa plus fuel kunetsa kwayanga kuzombeita kuira kwayanga kuita, of which our products yangeda kuita a stable price, of which for that kuti tichikwize ma products edu ma prices zvakazvakunetsa, although tichiita ma losses kuside kwedu, but kuti tichirambe tichingochinja zvasingabude, so we ended up just minimizing tichingoramba maintain that as a company. Yeah, so those are the main losses that takaita during the COVID-19.
There you have it, another 20-something-year-old, in fact 26-year-old female entrepreneur, Vimbai. This season, ineka that, and you know why? Because for the first time, the winner walks away with $1,000 cash, courtesy of our sponsor, Glide Time Foods. Also, you walk away with the prize. Yes, you stand a chance to win a hamper, courtesy of Glide Time Foods. So don't go anywhere, because after the break, we have so much more action coming up. We have so much more to hear from the judges, and of course, how you can get your prize. See you after the break. Welcome back to the second segment of Ndine Thaza with your host, the Juggernaut. We've got a special segment called the Business Compass to give you a sense of direction in running your own business. Who else to consult this season other than our expert judges? Would like to learn a bit more about the principles of organic farming. Remember, we have 4 principles in organic farming. The word chef: care, health, ecology, and fairness. Today, we would like to hear more about ecology. And for that, we want to bring it to one of our judges, Judge Missy. Judge Missy, how are you?
I'm all right, thank you.
Could you please explain to us a bit more about the ecology aspect of organic farming?
Okay, thank you very much. The principle of ecology is quite important in that it's based on the ecosystems. And as you know, that our environment, everything within our agriculture is about ecosystems. We have, in organic agriculture, the aim is to make sure that the ecosystems are balanced. And I think you agree with me that everything that has gone wrong within the ecosystem, everything that has gone wrong within the farming systems is because of ecosystems imbalances. For instance, the imbalances within the ecosystems that has caused problems with pests, the problems that have also even caused the imbalances within the soils that has led to soils being eroded and stuff like that. So our aim within organic agriculture is to build ecosystems and to work with existing ecosystems and not to destroy them. Yes.
I think that brings a bit of light to add on to the care that was talked about and fairness. in terms of organic farming. Now I would like to hear how much the participant, which is the entrepreneur for today, appreciates their business and what defines them as an organic farmer. Let's check out Vimbai speak about that.
What makes our products organic is that we don't add any chemicals in it, and it's 100% organic. So as a company, that's what we do. We make sure that when we give our clients, we make sure our customers, our farmers, we make sure that the product is 100% organic, and also there's no added thing in it. When it integrates, for example, when you grow cabbages, when you start from the seeds, munenge uchishandisa our pine bark manure with the floor trays. So when they grow, unenge transplant into the ground. So you can use even black gold, our other products. And also, you can apply liquid fertilizer or organic liquid fertilizer in it. That's Aquafed J. Okay, so that's the whole thing about our integration. So I'll start with our products. So our products, we have a combo. That is a bundle. That is we can give you. We have small packs actually, 5 liters. And our products actually have 60 liters and 5 liters. So we can give you 5 liters of black gold, a tray, and also our liquid fertilizer, so that you can try and work on it. That is one of our products that we have, that we work on. And also as for the promotional activities, it is also included on that. Instead of just giving them the product, we can just actually tell them that use this and you get this for free. So usually we do that on our liquid fertilizers. Yes. When it comes to pricing, we actually try as much as possible to actually put our prices a bit lower than our competitors. We are actually working on our website and everything, but mainly what we are using right now is WhatsApp. That's what social media actually. And then when we continue growing, we'll start doing adverts on radio and on TV as well. Yes. So for the marketing strategy, the WhatsApp actually, that's the one that we are mostly using, because there are a lot of WhatsApp groups, many farmers groups and organic groups. So from there, that's where we are marketing our stuff, and also we're actually finding a lot of people from there and other people who are interested in it, and also Facebook as well, where people are actually interested to know more about this company and what it does. So that's where we actually post some of our pictures of what we do and etc.
There you have it. Did Vimbai manage to articulate herself well as an organic farmer? Well, we can only find out after the break, when we hear from the panel of judges and we see the score on the board. Remember never to miss out any of the action of Ndine Thaza on all our social media platforms, Ndine Thaza, all platforms. And don't miss out on the special for this season, courtesy of our sponsor, Glytime Foods, a Zimbabwean-based healthy foods manufacturer. And also courtesy of Glytime, you stand a chance to win a hamper with oats, rolled oats, and healthy snacks. We'll tell you more about that after the break. So see you then. Welcome back to the third and final segment of Ndine Thaza with your host, the Juggernaut. Now, I want to go into the crux of the matter. For me, the most interesting part of the whole episode. The judges. Judges, how are you today?
Good. How are you?
Awesome. I wonder how you feel about the entrepreneur. Judge Leslie, first things first, impressions of the entrepreneur, another CUT member.
Well, I was impressed. She's offering a very key service to the organic farming component, and even the scalability of the project. You would say that she has actually taken it on a commercial scale. And also, she did not mention it, but I noticed because the plant is in Nyanga.
Yes.
So they are using the offcuts from the pine tree to convert into something that is feasible, that is economically viable, which is something that is commendable. Because she's a service provider, she couldn't then give us how her business is interconnected.
So how did that score her, perhaps on the first aspect, defining yourself as an organic farmer? Was it tricky?
Well, out of 100, on the first aspect, I gave her 50.
50 out of 100?
Yes, conservatively. Why? Because to me, she showed the eagerness to learn about organic farming. She understands about the ecology, but also as a degreed person, I was expecting her to say if there are claims to say synthetic fertilizers causes cancer, what is the active ingredient? Which then results in cancer. But I didn't hear that. She was so basic about it. So in other words, you don't want people to go on claims on things that are not substantial. So I needed more from her. Probably I was basing that she's an entrepreneur student and she's degreed. So I was hoping to get better from her.
And how does she score in the other two aspects?
Well, the other two aspects, like I told you, the integration part did not come out well for me.
Okay.
So I gave her 40 because out of 100.
It couldn't come out because
she's not in the line.
Into the farming where she can then
Yes. The marketing bit, to me, I gave her 30.
30 out of 50.
The reason why I gave her 30, I should have scored her better, but I was expecting her to have the database of the organic farmers. To say, this is the database of the organic farmers.
Yes.
This is where I take my fertilizers to. Because that's how you segment, that's how you target your market. But she's just throwing in farmers groups, whether ndiwe mombe ndiwe mbudzi arungokanda organic farming ozongoni.
Let's hear from the lady judges. Judge Tsitsi.
Yes, I agree with Judge Leslie with regards to her enterprise that she's providing a very relevant service in terms of turning waste into compost. However, yes, she based her reasons for going organic based on almost like hearsay, but she didn't give the facts with regards to why she's going organic.
Okay.
For example, she just said that the soil gets tired. Renonator when you are using fertilizer, chemical fertilizers. But there are reasons as to why and how that can be circumvented using other methods outside of organic. So she wasn't very clear there. And for that reason, I gave her 55.
55 out of 100 for defining yourself as organic farmer.
Organic farmer, yes.
Yes. And integration, did it come out with the already mentioned that she's supplying?
The integration. Yes, she's a smart young lady, an entrepreneur, and she did kind of start to show the different products that she is providing based on the small industry that she's operating. So for that, I gave her 70.
70 out of 100. That's pretty high.
Okay.
And marketing?
And for marketing, I gave her 30.
30 out of 50. That's from Judge City. Judge Missy, you need to put the icing on this cake. Your impressions of the entrepreneur and your marks, please.
Yeah, I would want to congratulate Vimbai for filling in this part, because farmers do need a support. They need a service that supports their production.
Okay.
So this is what he's providing. But I think she needs to learn more because she was not very confident as to why as to how she defines herself as providing this service as an organic service provider. But I thought she could have just go on and talked about the composting processes and the advantage that it will bring in, that there will be some worms and even some of the worm eggs that will be found within her product, that when the farmer buys that one, when it goes to put into your field, then they will be hedged, and the soil conditioning will start and stuff like that. And she was talking about other products that I picked, the liquid manure. She could have also been talked about the process of producing the liquid manure and what is found within that liquid manure, and the vermiculite, which is quite important, that she could also talk about the vermiculite.
And an opportunity to talk more about the integration.
Yes, and the pot mix, she could have talked so much about it. And on the enterprises, and so because she didn't articulate that so much on the what defined as an organic service provider, I gave you 40 out of 100.
40 out of 100.
Yes, and on the enterprises, I gave you 30 out of 100. Because I thought maybe she could have go on to say, okay, this you could use for different aspects, and possibly maybe next time for her marketing strategy, to improve on her marketing strategy, she could even have a demonstration plot to say, this liquid manure, we use it for this, the vermiculite, you use it for that, you condition your soil with the vermiculite so that you can put your crops, and this is how it would look like, and when you use the compost from the pine bark, this is what it looks like. She could actually do that, and so increase her market, and inform her market, so to speak. And on the marketing strategy, I didn't really quite feel it, so I gave you 25 out of 50.
25 out of 25, and to close this
25 out of 50, John.
Out of 50. Is she inspired enough? Out of 50.
Like all the other judges have said, what Vimbai is lacking is objectivity, or giving us objective evidence. I would pair Vimbai with the Mfakos guy. Okay. If Vimbai uses the Mfakos guy to use that platform as her demo, that would work very well, and it will scale up really significantly your operation.
And better inspiration.
Yes,
out of 50, that would be
conservatively 25.
25. Judge Missy, out of 50 for what she mentioned to be.
Well, I thought she was quite inspired by reading, although she needs to read more. Okay. So I gave you 30.
30, and Judge Missy, out of 50.
I really liked the fact that she is using all those piles of waste that we see, waste in Nyanga,
yes,
to make compost. And that's so much needed. I gave her 40.
40 out of 50. There you have it. But what counts is the total score. Let's check out the score. There you have it. 465. Not sufficient. Take it to the top. And she goes just somewhere there in the middle. So 645 remains our top spot and perhaps our winner. So always remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you don't get to miss any of the action, even previous seasons. And also, Kadat this season, you stand a chance to walk away with the prize, courtesy of our sponsor, Glide Time Foods, for your healthy snacks in a hamper. So take note of the WhatsApp number and the social media platforms that we're going to share with you to participate in the contest and the running for the hamper. This is it, and we are not yet done, because we have 6 more entrepreneurs to come, more episodes to come, and we can only find out right at the end who will walk away with $1,000 cash, musho, from the amazing panel of judges, from the amazing sponsor, and also from the amazing crew behind the scenes, and from myself, the juggernaut. It's a wrap, and I'm out.
Ndakurira kuchivu, kufamu kwa mbuya vangu na sekuru vangu. I think ndo panotanga passion yangu yefarming ipapo. Sekuru vangu vaikama mombe, takakura tichiona mukaka wemombe tichidya, sawa milk yemombe, pachirimwa vegetable, tichienda kunotsvaka hoho musango. Ndakakurira mubush technically. I'm a bush girl.